Hi guys, Neci Love Harmon here of What She Creating, and today I will be showing you the parts and the basic functions of the Kenmore 385.12916890 sewing machine. So let's get started. Let's start here. This is the stitch length dial, and it's here, and you can turn it from 0 to 4. 0 is the tightest and 4 is the widest, and then you have your stretch stitch function also. Okay, so if you're doing knits, then you can use that length. I'll put it back on about 3 because that's what I usually do for a straight stitch. On this dial, this is the stitch selector, and we have all of these red stitches, and then we have 2 decorative green stitches, and then we have the brown stretch stitches and the buttonhole. So you just have to maneuver the button and it'll take you to the stitch that you want. This is the tension dial. So if you're having issues with tension, I usually keep mine between 4 and 6. This is the reverse dial. So you will press this to go backwards when you're stitching and then take it off to go forward. It reinforces the stitch. As I open this here, this holds the bobbin. So if I open the bobbin here, this is the bobbin holder. This is what keeps the bobbin here. So that's what you'll be using when you're sewing. So we know all of that is in that case. There's a few major components here. Here's the needle here, okay? And this part is called the presser foot. So you use that when you are sewing. This is the thumb screw that unscrews the presser foot. We have this clamp here that we will be using when we thread our machine. This clamp changes the needle, so if you need to change the needle, then you would tighten or loosen here. Here is the needle plate, and on the needle plate it has different measurements: 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8. So all of these measurements are used when you're sewing so that you can have a straight stitch. You have your screws here when you need to take off the needle plate to clean the machine. Hopefully you are cleaning the machine a lot. I'm going to unscrew this and take off the presser foot. Okay, last but not least, here are the feed dogs. If I turn the machine this way, you see that they are kind of extended out over the needle plate. This mechanism helps the fabric to move along smoothly. You need to make sure that these are up. If they are not up, you're going to have to get your machine serviced, because these are one of the functions of the machine that is not really talked about, but it plays a major part. Here's one spool holder. So the good thing about this machine is you can put 2 spools of thread on there to thread a double needle, or if you need to thread the bobbin, you can thread it with this one and then still have your machine connected. So I like that about this machine. Here's the bobbin winder here. You can go back and forth. Here's the handle if you need to take your machine somewhere. This piece, it assists with threading the bobbin. Okay, and then you'll add your bobbin, and then this piece assists with threading the machine, and then there are other guides here. So I call this the door that opens to the mechanism. So as I open it, you know that the light bulb is stored here, and then the internal workings of the machine. Okay, this one has a thread cutter. So you would take your thread and you could actually put it here. If you put it through these scissor-like functions, it will cut the thread for you. On this side, we have the manual hand wheel, and this makes the needle go up and down, you see? And then we have the on-off switch and the place where you connect the foot pedal, and that's here. So you will connect the foot pedal there. And then you have your foot pedal that assists with the sewing machine running, and then you have the electronic socket that you put in the wall. On the back here, you have your model number and all that stuff. This is the presser foot lever. It goes up and down. You see how it makes the presser foot go up. When you're sewing, presser foot has to stay down or you're not going to have much of a stitch. Well, thank you for watching this short introduction of the Kenmore 385.12916890 sewing machine. Watching this tutorial, subscribe to our YouTube page as well as like our video. Follow us on social media as well as give us video comments and ideas. And thanks for watching and happy sewing!